This is the story of illegal industrial waste disposal and of the largest mass poisoning ever known in the history of the Western world, in which organized crime plays a huge role. Campania, the area around Naples, Italy, is known as the largest illegal industrial waste dump in Europe. In an area of 426 square kilometers, known as the Land of Fires, 2,767 sites of illegal waste disposal have been identified. This is where the Camorra, the local mafia, dumps industrial waste from all over Europe and even from outside the continent. They dump it into rivers, bury it on farmland, or burn it by the roadside. For the inhabitants of Campania, it is impossible to escape the toxins caused by this illegal practice. Scientists have found the chemicals from the waste in the air, groundwater, fruits and vegetables, in the meat they consume and in the air of local residents. As a result, the cancer rate in the area is 4 times higher than the national average. Carmine Schiavone, member of the Casalesi clan, revealed in 1996 that he had poisoned his land. Listened to by the magistrates as a justice collaborator, he provided various details on how the toxic waste business was carried out. The mechanism was simple and at the same time infallible, as well as extremely profitable. Everything started from a land owned by the clan, which was first used as legal landfill with regular permits and authorizations. Then toxic and illicit waste was also buried there, and, to conclude the cycle, the same land was then sold to the state to build roads or other infrastructures, sometimes even hospitals. Therefore, everything disappeared under the asphalt. Tires, lead and metals, textile waste from the fashion industry, acids, plastic materials, and even radioactive waste have been polluting the Land of Fires for decades. This determines the contamination of soil, water, and especially air. According to the Italian Superior Institute of Health, the continuous illegal disposal of waste, with the relative dispersion of highly harmful substances both in the soil and in the air, and the consequent poisoning of the water used to irrigate the cultivated land, are closely linked to very high increase in tumor pathologies. Interestingly, Renato Balduzzi, former Minister of Health, argued in 2013 that the increase in pathologies in the Land of Fires is caused by obesity and bad lifestyle by the inhabitants of Campania. In this regard, that of Campania is also the story of a state failure. Carmine Schiavone has told the Parliamentary Commission of Inquiry on Waste everything that was happening in Campania. He said in 20 years everyone there would be dead. This was 1997, and his words were covered by state secret and kept hidden until 2013. In the words of Schiavone, Camorra could not operate if the state were not there. Only almost 20 years after these revelations, the Chamber of Deputies unanimously expressed a favorable opinion on the declassification of the acts regarding the Land of Fires. Following public outrage, Parliament issues a non-binding directive in 2013, which became law only in 2018 to stem the damage caused by this illicit waste disposal. The law provides for a classification plan for cultivable land, an acceleration and simplification of interventions, public expenditure for remediation, and the introduction of the crime of illicit waste burning. But it was only in 2021 that the Superior Institute of Health recognized the existence of a causal relationship between the presence of uncontrolled waste sites in the Land of Fires and the onset of certain diseases, such as breast cancer, asthma, various forms of leukemia, and congenital malformations. An intervention implemented now is late but at the same time necessary. Here is some policy options. First, remediation and step-by-step analysis of the territory and the air, as well as epidemiological investigations in order to understand the level of contamination of the food chain. Second, introduction of surveillance systems in the health sector and records of mortality, cancer, and other pathologies in order to monitor the incidence of pollution caused by toxic waste for the population and the environment. Third, increased penalties for environmental crimes and destination of funds from organized crime for reclamation. Campania was an agricultural paradise. The ancient Romans called it Campania Felix, Happy Land. It was one of the most beautiful and fertile places in the world. Now it is a sick and poisoned land, and today in Campania Felix people die.